Hey guys, good morning. I just got a delivery in the mail from QVC from Roberta's garden. I actually placed an order for Trample Me Thyme that came, I think I ordered pink. Now this came in options of pink, purple, a reddish pink, and white, I believe. So I went with a pale pink to add some color variation because we have so much creeping phlox, some of which I actually ordered from QVC. Now normally in the past, every time I've ordered live plants, I've had some serious problems. For instance, last year I ordered the hibiscus from Robertas, and they delivered it to me upside down in pots that were just not covered in any way. So there was no protection, no packaging to keep them from getting tossed around while in the mail system. So it's always a mystery to me. And I swore the last time I ordered live plants that I would never do it through the mail again. QVC is really good though. If you have a problem, they just credit you back. The creeping phlox that I bought from Roberta's years ago took 2 years before it actually produced anything. I got bags of soil is what it seemed like. It was very frustrating. I found what looked like to be a few roots. We threw them in the ground and forgot about them, and 2 years later they came up, and now it's really beautiful. So this thyme here will be, again, the Trample Me Thyme. Creeping thyme is for heavy foot traffic. We're putting it in a place where we're trying to eliminate lawn and where we have other landscaping so that we won't need mulch. So this will be used in an area for xeriscape that requires very little water, very little maintenance. It chokes out the weeds and it produces flowers. So let's do a live unboxing here and see what we got this time. I had to bring it into the greenhouse because it's another raw day. It is Friday, April 19th. And this morning, very exciting, I just placed our bulk soil order. I have 4 yards of soil coming next Saturday. We were hoping to do it during the week just so that we could get a better delivery time, but it turns out we're ordering from a new place and they don't deliver during the week until after 3:30, but I'm not going to have 4 yards of soil out on our street after 3:30 in the afternoon, so we have to go out into next Saturday, and it's a little stressful because we have to hope that the weather holds up. So because we're getting ready to plant. So anyway, again, you guys, this came from Roberta's, and I'm very excited to see how they actually packaged it. Like I said, in the past they have sent us things all wrapped up very loose and messy, but just open the box and here's what you get. So this is very promising that it was actually packaged properly. This is a first. Wow. First I'm going to show you. Here's the minimal amount of soil loss from the packages. Again, encouraging. And this is what they gave us, actually in cell containers. Now, I think this was $30 for 6 cells of the pink thyme. This is really great netting, so I'm going to see if I can turn you around a little bit here so you can see me opening it up. The greenhouse is very, very crowded right now, so I have very minimal room to move around with you. Because I have a lot of things that are hardening off out here and they're doing really well. So it's, let's see, what's the temperature in here? It's almost 80 degrees, even though it's only like in the 50s outside, totally cloud covered. So this is encouraging that I can have this stuff going on out here while it is still chilly outside. Let's see. Ooh. That has a wonderful, almost lemony fragrance. Now, I'm not even certain if this is considered, let me move you back up here, an edible thyme or not. I thought, I bought it with the sole purpose of being a ground cover. So I have to read up and see if it's actually truly an edible thyme, because this has a wonderful lemony fragrance. And they actually packaged it pretty good, and the soil is nice and moist. It is a very loose soil though. which is good. And it looks like we're not going to have any problems with it. So yeah, this is going to be going outside near where we're building the English walls and the rock gardens that are up front, because we just have a tremendous amount of people with their dogs violating our property. And so we're hoping that something like this might help as it gets stepped on, that if you can smell it, maybe it will help to deter the dogs from wanting to stop. You would think that the owners, the dog owners, would know better, that we're not providing like a nice grassy strip for their dog to go. We've created a garden in the front, and we're hoping that people have enough common sense, but apparently not, or maybe people are just rude. I don't really know. So we're taking different measures to grow different things, and this, you know, I'm very pleased with this, because I just priced this in Lowe's. I saw the trays about the same size, and they had about the same amount of growth. I think they were $3.98 per cell, so these were a little bit more expensive, but the price included shipping and handling, and it is guaranteed for at least 90 days, so I'm going to check my packaging to make sure. So it's a little actually trampled, which is the word, but I think that it will perk up just fine. I'm going to give it a nice drink and get it all loosened up, and I'm going to let it sit out here in the greenhouse and come back to life. Now I'm also going to show you a few packets. Look, this is their way, by putting a little broken piece of pink plastic in here to indicate that it is pink thyme. It's whatever. It works for me. I'm a visual person as well. I'm going to show you the packets of other thyme that we are growing for ground cover purposes, and then I have a wonderful collection of edible thyme that I'm growing that is just really easy to grow. It's wonderful in the garden, and it's really, really great in recipes. So let's go have a look at this now while this trample me thyme comes back to life. So don't forget, if you're ordering stuff from the mail, the day it comes, you're going to want to unpackage it as quickly as possible and give it a good drink so that it can come back to life. Remembering, you know, what this goes through in the shipping process. It gets turned upside down, it gets beaten up, it's in a box with no air. And then you don't even know what kind of temperatures it's being subjected to. So I'm excited though. I'm excited. Now down here in this little pink tray is the Orangelo thyme that I got from Baker Creek Heirloom Seeds. And it's been germinating for, I don't know, at least 2 weeks now. But I was saying in the last video, this germinated immediately. And if you look at the progress from just about 2 weeks with what you get there, that packet I think was $5 for 6 plants. And this was $30 for 6 plants. So it will not take long. This sort of stuff grows very, very happily. Now I have some more thyme. There might be some out here somewhere, or it could still be in the house of the magic carpet thyme. This I think is the Munstead lavender. And these are all of my elephant dill and my parsley for the butterflies. My friend Anna Marie said that she already hatched 2 black swallowtails. This is so exciting, everybody. I wish that I had the bigger greenhouse to grow more stuff. Now, on a different note, when it comes to some of these other herbal things that I am growing for purpose, these are for the butterflies. The black swallowtails and the monarchs, we get plenty of them. They love dill and fennel. And the parsley, I have curly leaf parsley, which I think is still in the house, but the flat leaf parsley grew very, very easily. Now, when this goes to flower this time, and it has a beautiful fragrant spread of flowers on it, this will also attract the butterflies. So anything that we can do that is environmentally friendly to be able to cut back on grass, demanding, you know, water resources and fertilizer, and we can have something that will not only look pretty, but not need so much water, and it will feed the butterflies and attract the hummingbirds and the bees. You know, it just doesn't get any better than that, you guys. So here's some progress on that. Look at my dahlias growing. I can barely bend over here because my floors are full of things growing. This is that amaranth. I think it's called Love Lies Bleeding. This had the prettiest little tiny pink seeds. So I'm really excited. Once I potted that up, it started to grow like crazy. And my violet, I think it was called Violet Queen Salvia, is doing incredible. And that's a perennial. So I'm really encouraged by that. Bells of Ireland really perked up since coming outside to harden off. Columbine, and all sorts of calendula in here. Oh, look at my delphiniums are turning into, oh my goodness, this happened overnight. True leaves. Oh my goodness. And I have one that was crashing a little bit. It looked a lot worse than this. So it seems to be perking back up again. All very, very exciting. I actually did have my magic carpet thyme out here, and you can see again, this is after a few weeks, but it germinated very, very easily. The seeds are extraordinarily small, so I thought that I could potentially get, you know, 70 some plants out of it, but not really because the seeds are so small. But at the price that you're getting the seed for, you really can't go wrong. Again, here's more dill and fennel for the babies. Tithony is looking really good. This is great. So I always feel good and happy after I get something that I know looks great and is not going to be, you know, too much of a challenge that will frustrate me. But because we grow herbs already, I had an idea of what to expect. You know, being able to order something safely through the mail as far as something that would be an herb and a ground cover. So I'm going to show you now some other herbs that I grow that are other good sources of ground cover. And then I'm going to show you the packets that I got from Baker Creek so you know what the seeds look like and how many you get for the price. This is my little herb garden that is at the back door, very easy to access. This thyme here I got from the farm stand last year. I'm looking for the tag. It was in here somewhere. So there's that tag, Cascade Lemonade Thyme. You want to talk about a ground cover. This grows like phlox. It gets little white flowers, but the fragrance, oh my gosh, it's on my hands now. It's so truly sweet lemon. It's so beautiful. This was a tiny little clump last year and you can see how it's starting to grow. But I do cook with this. I like putting this on my green beans with almonds. Here's some chives that you can grow as a feature in the garden somewhere to use as a ground cover that the rabbits won't eat. And chives are like little alliums. They're going to get really cute little purple flowers on them. This thyme over here is called, I think it's called lime, just lime thyme. It really smells, oh my goodness, like a key lime. It's so pretty. You can see the color difference in it. It's got a beautiful yellow glow to it. It will get flowers. Great for recipes. This also goes in with my green beans. And then I grow your basic English thyme here. Now these are a few dollars for one small packet at the farm stand, but I'm realizing now that thyme grows so easily from seed. I'll probably just continue buying it from seed and growing it that way, but I didn't know last year. You see, this is an opportunity where you just keep learning as you remain a student of the garden, and you have to try things to see what it does. And I'm very pleased to say that thyme grows very easily from seed, making it a much more economical purchase, and it's just really satisfying to grow, to keep, and you can eat it. Now this, my friends, is not thyme. This is mint. And once you have mint in the garden, it will never leave. It will never ever leave. We have silaged it, we have ripped it out, we have destroyed it, we have taken the roots out, and here it is again. But I have to admit, it's spearmint, so it smells really incredible. And this is great to keep, to add to your teas if you're making basil tea. And then we have my amazing oregano patches that grew from one tiny little sprig like I just showed you today, several years ago. If this is not something you want in your garden, try to be careful planting oregano, but it does volunteer very, very freely, and it grows in masses. I happen to like it. It smells wonderful. It's an awesome ground cover. This is Greek oregano. And then over here we have some Italian oregano with a much smaller leaf. And the cardinals love to come get it, and they take the little twigs out for their nest. So that's why I always let the twigs stay when it goes to flower, because the birds love it so much. Back here in the jungle for now, it is a very raw and chilly day out there, so I'm going to grab those packets and show you. But look, my peppers are now reached up to the top of the grow lights. Oh my goodness, everything really just wants to go outside. Look at my eggplant, incredible. And these were the tiniest of the tomatoes. These were the like the little shoots where I had two plants that popped out. I thought I only sowed one seed, and I got these little guys, and they're starting to do really, really great. So that's an update on that. And then here we go with the crazy tomatoes. Oh my goodness. So here are the packets for the thyme that I got from Baker Creek. Now the Orangelo thyme is, it says you get a minimum of 50 seeds, and this was $5. And the magic carpet, you can see that this offers like a pretty little pinkish purple flower, was 75 seeds for $3. But unless you are really good at picking these little things out individually and getting one tiny seed into a cell, you're not really going to get that many right away. Keeping in mind that when it grows and becomes a mature plant, you can start to split it out, making multiple plants if you want to use these things as a ground cover like I'm doing with the magic carpet. And they say on here that the magic carpet is perennial in zones 4 to 9, and it's rugged, drought-tolerant plant with vibrant pink 1 to 2 inch tall, low creeping thyme is technically referred to as a sub-shrub. It can tolerate foot traffic, and with each step the plant emits a wonderful fragrance, and they appear from early to midsummer, attracting scads of butterflies. So that is pretty exciting. Now the Orangelo thyme is perennial, zones 5 to 9, fragrant perennial, top choice for baskets, rock gardens, and any location in need of a heady scented creeping herb. A perfect spiller herb for containers, and it also makes a low growing ground cover that can tolerate light foot traffic. But I plan to use the Orangelo thyme for recipes. Things like green beans, you can mix it in with broccoli and different vegetables and with carrots. Mix it into your soup for something really just different. But I can't wait, for some reason I have it in my mind to make a savory cornbread with Orangelo thyme. We'll have to see how that turns out. Maybe I'll add some poppy seeds to it as well. So you'll have to stay tuned for that. So if this video about buying thyme helped you, or if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe. Every subscriber helps us to grow so that we can get information to you about our experience in our successes and our failures as gardeners on a journey, as students of the earth and students of the garden. So please join us in trying to figure it out, what it is that we need to do to ensure that we can all grow gardens easily, and that we can learn to use things in the landscape that has minimal water requirements and no fertilizer, things to replace your grassy lawns with, and to just fill up your beds instead of mulch. You can plant something like this that will just help to keep things moist and does not require a lot of water competition. So anyway, you guys, I hope you like this video, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Please make comments below. We can't wait to hear from you.